So welcome to my channel. Today I want to make the simple video, and it's a wrap dress that you can wear anytime. It's a short wrap dress. I've done one video on a long wrap dress, but then you have to cut in 3 parts. But this video today is a different one because you can cut in just one go. Okay, so it's a 360 full flared wrap dress, and with a kimono sleeve. And what's interesting about this video is it can make it into a one size fit. So I'm going to show you the simple trick there. So for today's video, for this 360 wrap dress, I'm going to be using paper cotton. And the reason I'm using the paper is so it's more visible to you. You can see it clearly. And yeah, you can go practice this on your own. So I want you to stay tuned to my channel because some changes are going to be coming. Okay, so are you ready for this? From next week, I'm going to be introducing some different dimension to my YouTube channel. I don't want it to just be about cutting and sewing. I want us to be able to take it to the next level. So stay tuned next week as I'm going to be telling you all about the changes coming on this channel. So if it's the first time on my channel, welcome to Style with Ufoma Omolue. So yeah, to start cutting, I'm going to show you what you need to do. So you got your fabric. For this particular project, for any size, it depends on how long you want the wrap dress. So if it's going to be a short wrap dress, like up to 38 inches long, 3 meters of Africanprint fabric would be great for the 360 wrap kimono style dress for a one size fit. Right, now if it is going to be longer, then you may need to provision more fabric, and the best way to achieve being able to use less fabric to be able to cut a wrap dress is by creating a pattern. So you could get enough paper, and when you get the paper, sometimes you may need to do some enlarging of the paper to make it okay to use as a pattern. And if you don't have paper, you can use newspaper for this project as well. And if you don't have proper cotton paper, you can use newspaper. So when you get your fabric or you want to cut the pattern, you need to fold into 2 first, okay, then into 2 again. So you have like into 4 cuts. So I always like to cut my flare, the 360 flare or whatever kind of flare you want before cutting the top bit of the wrap dress. So I'm folding my cotton paper and into 2. Then I'm going to also fold this way triangularly. Okay, so what this does is it gives you a full flare that you can cut in one go. Now this is going to be perfect for the flare bit. So if you've got to make for yourself and it's a short dress, if it's an English fabric, what you want to do is have 3 meters and you'll be good. And if you don't want to make mistakes, create your own pattern. Right, so I'm folding, so you fold your fabric this way. Okay, so don't forget, you fold into 2 equal halves, then you fold again, so you have like a 4 fold. Okay, and one of the bits, you see this side is folded, this side is open, so you have 2 opening and 1 fold. Once you've done this, what you want to do next is to get your tape, and you're going to measure from this pointed angle, all the way. So I'm going to get this. So imagine if it's for a big size, you can measure your tape from the top to about 16 inches, like that. You keep moving it along to get the circumference of the full flare wrap. So because this is just a tutorial and is a pattern, I'm going to be cutting using minimum, okay, 4 inches. But if it's for an adult, 15 to 17 inches from the point, depending on your size, it's perfect. You can watch my other video on how to cut a wrap skirt, so then you'll see this in full, how I was able to do that. Now, once you've gotten the circumference of the waist, you see I'm measuring to make sure it can accommodate your waistline. So whatever you get here, make sure it's your waist and 10 extra inches, or your waist and 12 extra inches. That will be perfect. Now, from this bit, now you need to measure the length of your dress, of the bottom part of your wrap dress, your 360 wrap dress. So I'm going to be going with 5 inches, okay? But that's not what you're going to use. For you, it depends on how long you want. To get the exact measurement, what you want to do is to divide your full length of your dress and add extra 2 inches, okay? So you get the top bit, which is your half length, okay, plus 1 inch. Then you get the bottom bit, which is from your half length down to the dress length plus another inch because of the joining and the folding at the bottom. Okay, so now once you've been able to create that, I'm going to join the dots, get my scissors, and I'm just going to cut like so. Now I'm cutting again like that. Right, so once you've done this, you have your full wrap, you know, so that's what you've got. Okay, so you've got the wrap, the circle. Now what you want to also do, you could do if you want, is to curve the size a little bit to give your dress some, you know, to make it a bit rounded at the base. You don't want it too square, but if you want it square, it's fine, but I like it a bit rounded. So what this does now is it goes in like that, okay, on the right first and like that. Okay, so you've got your wrap, you see. So when you put the extra 10 inches, this is what it does for you. Now this is the bottom bit of your wrap dress. Now to create the top bit, we're going to get our paper again, cutting paper, and we're going to cut the top bit of the dress. So you want to cut the back piece first, then the front. So you measure from this center fold is like the center of your back, okay? That's your nape. So for you to be able to get how long it's going to be on your sleeve, you need to measure from the center of your neck, which is your nape. You measure all the way down to your sleeve, okay? You want to determine how long you want the sleeve to be. So once you've gotten that, like for me, normally I will do 20 inches from there, but this is just a tutorial, so I'll do, assume that is my 20, okay? So you have your line there. So once you've gotten that, you want to get the sleeve width depending on how wide you want it. So I go for maximum. So for an adult, I'll do 24, okay, 12 inches like that. Then from this 24 bit, now you're going to get the bust. You measure the bust, okay? Then you get your half length. So I'll assume this is my half length. So I think my pen is a bit weak, so I need to get another pen that'll be clearer for you to see. Okay, so this is the bust, okay, all the way to the waist. I'm going to change this pen and continue with the video. Yeah, so I'm just going to do that so you can see. So this is the half length of the dress of my top. So I'm going to get my scissors. I'm going to cut. So you determine your half length. You use your tape. I also have a video on how to measure yourself. So you may want to do well to look at that. So for your half length, you measure from the center of your shoulder all the way to, you know, where you feel it's comfortable. I won't say to your, where you have your belly button, because everybody's belly button is different, the positioning. So for some people, it works at a particular level, for others it doesn't. So this is for the top, right? So now what you want to do is get your neckline, okay? So for an adult, I would just do, if it depends, if you want it to be properly closed, you just do about 3 inches and the depth 1 inch. Then once you've done that, you want to do your shoulder slope. So you take off about 2 inches from the end of the sleeve, because it's a cut together sleeve. You really don't need to worry about shoulder measurements and, you know, sleeve measurements. It's just very straightforward. So that's the neckline. And if you notice, if you want it to be a one size fit, so you make allowance to the maximum size you want this dress to be, and you just go straight like this. I said next week I will show you how to make a wrap dress that is a one size fit. But if you're going to tailor this to your size, then you make this to accommodate your waistline. So yeah, whatever your waistline is, your bust to your waistline, then you cut that. You have the shape there, right? So that's the back piece for the wrap top. So now to get the front piece, I'm going to come back to my paper part, my paper cutting paper, and I'm going to place this like so. Make sure you place it and you leave about 5 inches this way. If you've left 10 inches extra for the wrap at the bottom, so at the top you also want to have 10 inches extra. Hence I am making this 5 inches extra on fold, right? So you get your paper, your scissors, and you don't need to take new measurements, just cut, tracing around what you've got. So if you don't want your sleeve to be so wide, just do what's comfortable for you. Well, I find that the wider the sleeve, the nicer, or the, yeah, it looks more trendy and sassy, you know. So I'm just going to be cutting using the back pattern as my basis for cutting the front. So you don't need to take new or fresh measurements. Yep, so that's what I've got now. So you see, this is the extra bit. So for you to cut the front, you want to lift this nicely like so, and you could get your ruler. I'll take that off. I'll get the ruler, and you just make a straight line, okay, leaving about 2 inches at the base like so. Okay, so once you have that, get your scissors, and I'm going to cut along the line. Then you open up the, so once you open it up, this is what you're going to get, right? So that's it. That's your front piece, that's the wrap, and this is the back, right? The back comes in one fold. Then when you're going to sew, you just place this together, and shoulder to shoulder, you stitch that together, right? Stitch that and around the waistline as well. Then you add your flare to this. So you can get your bias trimming. Once this is done, you add your flare, okay, like so. Then you get your flare and you add it to the bottom. Once you add that to the bottom, it forms your wrap. So you stitch the shoulders, 1/2 inch the side, then you fold the sleeve. Then you can get some bias trimming and fold the base and the neckline. And this part is ready. So the last thing you want to cut is your pocket and your belt. So you should take note of where your belt is going to go into. So normally when I wrap, what I do is I take in the left through the opening on the right. So you need to mark the opening on the right, the bit you're going to make your belt go through, because that's what's going to cinch the waist. So you just stitch and you stop at that point, you stitch and you stop at that point, so the cord or your belt goes in that. And so you place one belt at this end, you place the other belt at this end. So because you left 2 inches wide, you know, space there, you need to cut your belt about 2.5 inches so it can fit into that. So you stitch that. Okay, so if to cut your belt, you just fold. It's really straightforward. All you need to do is fold your fabric, measure it, and cut 2.5 inches wide, but make them long enough to be able to go round. So when I say long enough, what I mean is it has to be really long enough. Like I'm talking about 80 inches or 60 inches long for each of the belt. So this is a sample of how your belt is going to be, and at the edge you could just make a curve, which makes it, you know, more interesting. So you have 2 of those. Now for the pocket, what I do for a wrap, because it's a full wrap, you don't want to cut your pocket, you know, there's no opening to put the, you know, invisible pocket. So what you're going to do, I'm going to get some bits of my paper, right, is you're going to cut this like you would do on normal wrap. Okay, you measure the length, which is going to be about 12 inches, and the width about 10 inches. Then you make your curve like that. So that's what your pocket is going to look like. So you get your pressing iron, you fold the sides like so, you fold the the other side also like 2 centimeters, and you fold the bottom. So you're going to get, you know, clean lines for your pocket for your 360 wrap dress, and you want to fold this twice as well, and you stitch that first, pin to your wrap, right? So if you want to pin this to your wrap, make sure you move away from this bit about 10 inches from there. Okay, 10-11 inches from the opening, and you place your wrap and you just stitch on. And if you want 2 of it, you move further because you want to position it in a way that you have both. So one will be on this side and one will be on that side. So that's it for your pockets. So it's that easy. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video on how to cut a full swing wrap dress, kimono style, a one size fit, the video to be continued next week to show you how you can make your wrap dress a one size fit. Please give a thumbs up. You can share it to your friends, and don't forget to subscribe so you see my videos as they drop. So I'm going to put on the dress I was able to create using this wrap dress, and you're going to see the finished look. So thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.